Today is Tanabata, July the 7th, 3 years ago. Is this the literary club? Funny. It doesn't feel like I've returned to my old world. This is the same room I was in before. But it doesn't have any of the SOS Brigade stuff that Haruhi brought in. It's hot. Damn, it's like summer in here. Wait, when is this? First things first. I gotta figure out what year it is, and what month, what day, hour, down to the minute. There's a big difference for me whether it's the past or the future.
Welcome to the store, sir.
So that's it, huh? Nagato. That's right. That day in the club room, when Haruhi had us make our Tanzaku. After everyone left, I time-traveled here with Miss Asahina and met up with the adult version of her. I got stuck that night helping the middle school version of Haruhi draw all those weird symbols at her school. After that, Miss Asahina found out she couldn't get us back to her own time. So we went to Nagato's house to ask for help. And that can only mean one thing. They're both here. I've got two people who can help me get back. After time traveling on that crazy day of Tanabata, I showed up in this world at about 9 o'clock. Miss Asahina fell asleep right after we got here. And then the adult version of Miss Asahina showed up and told me where to go and what to do from there. I know where Nagato lives, so I can go there anytime. But before I do, I think I better go see someone else first. There we are. Wow, this is making me jealous of myself. Right now, I wish I could switch places with that guy.
Oh, you're awake! I was sort of hoping you'd be waking up soon, because my legs are getting numb.
Huh? I'd rather not mess with the space-time continuum anymore, thank you very much. Why was I sleeping in your lap?
Sorry about that, but I can't let you see how time travel happens, because it's classified. So, are you mad?
No, not at all. I mean, if Haruhi tried to do that to me, I'd probably smack her, but since it's you, it's no biggie.
Thank goodness.
Are you sure that right now is really 3 years ago?
July the 7th, 3 years ago. It's about 9 p.m.
You sure about that?
Really sure.
Yeah. I know this park. It's where Nagato told me to meet her that one time. Is this a mecca for weirdos or something? Miss Asahina? She's out. And if I remember correctly, a few seconds later... Yes! The adult Miss Asahina makes her entrance.
Hello there, Kyon.
It's just like how I remember. After this happens, I'm supposed to go meet the middle school Haruhi. But this version of me has other plans.
So this was how I looked all asleep and everything. All she had to do was get you to come to this point in time. It's going to be my job now to guide you along from here on.
Okay, but you put her to sleep. How come?
When I was here, I didn't meet the adult version of me. That's why I couldn't let her see me here, in this time plane anyway. If you just follow the railroad tracks, you'll come to a school. You're going to have to help the person you find at the gates. And you'll also have to carry that version of me along with you.
This feels like going on a quest in a game. After I'm done, do I get something like a reward?
A reward, huh? Let's see. I'm actually not supposed to give you anything. Although, if you really want to, you can give that version of me a kiss. But only while she's sleeping, okay? That's it. It's time for me to go now. You're going to have to keep me a secret from her too, okay? Promise me. Let's pinky swear. Now it's official. I'll see you later then, Kyon. Bye-bye.
Miss Asahina! I just...
Good evening, Kyon.
Oh.
It's been a while since we talked, hasn't it? I'm glad we're able to meet again, although I wish it wasn't due to another one of my silly mistakes.
Miss Asahina, don't tell me you knew I'd be here tonight. I mean, that you'd see this other version of me here in this time.
Yes, I've known about it all along.
You knew about it, huh? Then the night of Tanabata 3 years ago, that was your doing? 'Cause if it was, then you must have given the teenage Asahina the order to come here.
Yes, it was necessary to set it up like that. If I didn't, you wouldn't have known to come to the park tonight. Right now, my priority is to get you where you need to be. But after the mission's complete, you'll have to decide your next step on your own. All I can do is point you in the right direction.
East Junior High. Hey! What do you think you're doing? What happened to the flow of time, anyway? I mean, it's like the whole darn thing's gone completely out of whack.
Oh, I can't tell you the details.
Classified information, huh?
Oh no, it's not that. I can't explain it to you in a way you'd understand. I can only give you a general idea of the circumstances, like how I did when we first met and I told you who I was. Explaining would only complicate things.
Yeah.
I knew you'd understand the situation.
You said something once that was sort of like what Nagato would say. Something about how the computers of the future weren't at all like the ones we have today.
Yes. The computer and network systems you rely on in your time are physical things, but in my time we've gotten rid of their physical properties. They exist like thoughts inside our heads. Like the TPDD.
Oh, right, your time machine.
Time Plane Destruction Device. Yes.
Wasn't that classified?
I don't have as many restrictions now than I had before. And believe me, I had to work my butt off to get this far.
Do you have any idea why this has happened? All I know is that the time I was living in has changed. But when did it happen, and why did it happen?
The time plane you came from was altered early in the morning on December the 18th, 3 years from this point in time. The only person who could answer that question is the Miss Nagato of this time.
I see. I guess that means I didn't wake up in a parallel world. The whole world was changed.
That seems to be the case. Let's see. Look here. This is the normal flow of time. But 3 years from now, on December the 18th, the world, your world changed like this. In one night, the STC data, the world itself changed. The disruption in space-time was so big, we could see it in the future. To return it to normal requires Miss Nagato's help. And your help too, Kyon. It won't work without you.
Who's responsible for it?
Miss Suzumiya isn't the person behind it. Although, you do know who the person is.
But if it isn't Haruhi, then who is it?
I suppose we still have some time. Do you mind if we talked for a bit?
What? Who are you? Are you gonna tell me who you are or what? Pervert? Kidnapper?
What do you think you're doing over there?
Isn't it obvious? Breaking and entering. I don't know who you are, and I really don't care. Just give me a hand. Because if you don't, I'll call the cops. This way. I got this from the storage room after school and hid it. Pretty smart, huh? Huh? You're gonna draw lines where I tell you. I am the supervisor of this project. Hey, that line's all crooked! What are you doing?
Ordering around a high schooler she just met without any hesitation is so very Haruhi. Now, if I'd met this girl back when I was going to junior high, I guarantee I would have thought she was 100% nuts. No joke. So I ran around and drew white lines on the ground wherever Haruhi told me to draw them. I remember Taniguchi telling me about a mysterious message. Never dreamed I'd be the one who drew it.
So, do you think aliens are real or not?
That's sort of random.
Just answer the question.
I guess they are.
And time travelers?
I wouldn't doubt those either.
How about espers?
I'm sure they're lurking around every corner.
What about sliders?
I haven't met any of those guys yet.
Is that a North High uniform?
Uh-huh.
What's your name, anyway?
It's John Smith.
You're such a dork.
Let's just say I want to remain anonymous.
Who's the girl you were carrying?
She's my big sister, and she has these sudden fits of narcolepsy. She just falls asleep wherever, so I have to carry her sometimes. Anyway, what's that thing supposed to be?
What do you think it looks like? It's a message.
A message for Orihime or Hikoboshi, right?
Okay, how'd you know that?
Well, it is Tanabata. And I remembered someone I know doing something similar once.
Oh, yeah? I'd love to meet someone like that. Does that person go to North High, too?
Sort of.
North High. Well, I'm done, so I'm going home now. See ya!
Back then, I didn't know my left from my right. Miss Suzumiya did whatever she wanted with me. She made me wear all those costumes.
Yeah.
It was a lot of trouble at the time, but they're all happy memories now. Kyon, you know what?
What?
One day, you're going to look back on the days you spent as a high school student with nostalgia. This time in your life will be over before you even realize it. It'll all seem like a dream.
Miss Asahina? Sorry, what did you say?
Our time is almost up here. We should go.
Huh? Oh, right. You mean to Nagato's apartment?
Not just yet.
Huh?
Don't you have something else you need to do first?
Hey! John Smith wishes you the best of luck in making the world more exciting!
Remember him, Haruhi. Remember John Smith. Whatever you do, remember I was here.
How come you're not with me?
I will never forgive you.
Makes me jealous.
Everything's gonna be okay. Is it okay if we come in? That's pretty much it. Now you know who we are and why we're here. And the you from 3 years in the future gave me this.
Understood.
Why are you wearing a North High uniform? Have you enrolled already?
Not yet. I am currently in standby mode.
What? So you're gonna be in standby mode for 3 years?
Yes,
That's a really long time to be in standby mode.
it is my role.
Do you want us to sleep in here? Us? Together?
Yes,
Me and Miss Asahina?
yes. Lie down.
Just like that?
Just sleep.
Hold on, Kyon. I'm sorry. I still feel uneasy around Miss Nagato.
I think I understand how you'd feel that way. Nagato, hey. Listen, something's happened. It's sort of hard to explain, but I've come back from the future again. The adult Miss Asahina's with me. I really need your help now. In fact, it's because of you that I've come back to this time again. Miss Asahina and I should be up in your guest room now. We're asleep in there, frozen in time. It's gonna be okay.
I know. You're right. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I guess I don't need to introduce myself, but I'd like you to meet Miss Asahina, the adult version.
I understand.
May I have a look in there? I mean,
You may not. The room is designed to freeze time within it.
it sounds complicated, I know, but that's pretty much exactly the way it happened. This proves that you're the one responsible for bringing me back here from the future.
I'd like to straighten out this abnormality in space-time as soon as possible. But you are the only one who can restore the time plane back to the way it was, and so I'm begging you. Please help.
I will confirm. I failed to sync.
Huh?
I cannot access my variant in that space-time continuum. She has erected a system barrier that is denying my request for synchronization. I understand the situation now. Restoration is possible. The one responsible for the space-time alteration did so by harnessing Haruhi Suzumiya's ability to generate data, as well as altering specific sectors of data within the world. That is why Haruhi Suzumiya was left powerless after the modification, and why the data integration thought entity does not exist in that time plane. Haruhi Suzumiya's powers were stolen and used to alter memory data. The range of the alteration begins on the morning of December 18, 3 years and 5 months from now, and stretches backwards 365 days.
Wait a minute. You're saying the memories inside this range have changed, but everything before is the same. If that's true, then is the version of you I'm talking to right now the 3 years ago July 7th version of you the original you?
Correct. To return the world to the way it was, return to the December 18 of the future. When the process that alters space-time is completed, you must activate the program to correct it.
You're gonna come with me though, right?
I cannot leave here.
Why not?
I cannot leave the two of them alone. Emergency mode.
But then, what should I do?
Compositing. You must inject the correction program into the one who altered space-time.
Don't you have a less painful way of doing it? I mean, what if I stuck him in the wrong place with that?
Right.
go, creating dangerous-looking things again.
The program will be effective if injected through clothing. However, direct contact with skin is preferred.
You're kidding. This thing doesn't shoot real bullets, does it?
Short needles. The program is applied to the tips of the needles.
So who am I supposed to shoot with this thing? Who's responsible? I want the name of the person who altered space-time and changed the world and everyone in it. If Haruhi didn't do this, then who did?
It was... A collection of error data will accumulate in my memory over time. The bugs will eventually become triggers and affect my behavior. Also, these circumstances are unavoidable. 3 years from now, on the morning of December 18, I will reconstruct the world. I cannot prevent it, because I am currently unable to identify exactly what the error data is.
Well, I know. I know what the trigger is that caused your abnormal shift in behavior. I know what the error data is that kept piling up inside you. The truth is, it's something completely cliché. Even though you're a human interface, and you can't operate beyond the limits of your programming, this is something even you aren't immune to. Sure, you don't understand, but I do. And I'm sure Haruhi does too. You see, Nagato, they're called feelings. It figures you'd want to experience emotions when you've never even had them. I mean, didn't you want to shout or cry or yell, "Leave me alone, I've had enough," sometimes? Well, even if you never thought about that stuff, it's normal for you to want to. You should have been allowed to do that. I'm partly to blame too.
Good! Now lift your leg like you're gonna jump! Okay,
Without thinking, I made it a habit to rely on you more and more.
Yeah!
I wouldn't think for myself. It was always, oh, Nagato can fix this. She can do anything. Turns out, I'm an even bigger idiot than Haruhi, and all I did was complain. With all of that stacking up, it's no wonder you finally went so screwy that you tried to change the world. A bug? An error? Seriously, give it a rest. Nagato wished for it. She just wanted to live in a normal world, that's all. And after worrying about it for the past couple days, I finally have the answer I was looking for. Why did she leave it to me to get everything back the way it was? The answer's simple. She trusted me to make the right choice. The altered world, or the original? Which one's better? And I have to choose. Damn it. What the hell was I thinking? All the things that happened around Haruhi? Every little thing that defied common sense. How do I feel about them? I'm sick of them. I've had enough. Seriously, I can't take much more of this. Are you serious?
Yes,
Is that really true?
yes. I will upload the coordinates of your target.
Okay. Thank you. I understand. So then we just go there to inject the correction program and that's it?
In your present condition, you will be caught in the alteration of space-time. I will counteract it. Your hand. I have deployed an anti-data reconfiguration screen and a protective field onto the surface of your body. You are next.
Okay. I never apologized for what happened that day. I remember the last time you did this.
This is the first time for me.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Okay, Kyon. We really should get going now.
Thanks, Nagato.
I do not mind.
Nagato, will you... Are you gonna wait for me?
I will.
Are you ready, Kyon? Watch out. This might make you a little dizzy. Here we go.
なぞなぞみたいに地球儀を解き明かしたらみんなでどこまでも行けるね時間の果てまでブワークでディープなこの想いは何もかもを巻き込んだ想像で遊ぼうある晴れた日のこと魔法以上の愉快な限りなく降り注ぐ不可能じゃないわ明日また会う時笑いながらはみく嬉しさを集めよう簡単なんだよこんなの追いかけてね捕まえてみて大きな夢好きでしょ
I was at that awkward age when growing up is confusing and strange. Common sense was edging out imagination, and that was depressing. And then I met you. You helped me even though you didn't want to. You helped me see that imagination wasn't dead. You're the one who saved me from my despair.